Green 18. Green 19. Hut.
Tom Brady is not making a call or suggesting them to bring in any type of skill player if he doesn't think it's going to help this football team or it's going to be a big deal. You look at when he did it with Rob Gronkowski, got Gronk to unretire. Leonard Fournette made a phone call for him. Antonio Brown went and vouched for him. All these guys played vital roles for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, and especially them winning a Super Bowl. So when I look at a guy like Julio, over 13,000 yards in his career, 61 touchdowns, of course he's going to play a role in the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and their success. Now, granted, I will say this. In the last 2 years, Julio's only played in 19 games. But in 2020, in 9 games, Julio had 771 yards. And I believe it was only 3 touchdowns, but that's pretty productive. He has to be on the field. He has to be out there, be available to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. But I do believe this is a key signing for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers who are going to be without Gronkowski early on because I still think he's going to come back. Chris Godwin, his health issues. So now you have Russell Gage, you have Mike Evans, you have a guy like Julio Jones, you have Cameron Brate and Kyle Rudolph. So I like the Tampa Bay Buccaneers' chances.
This is not a big deal.
Oh,
and it's sad to say, it is hard to say that this future Hall of Famer, this freak of an athlete, someone that has accomplished all the things that Julio Jones has, signing to any team in free agency isn't a huge deal. But this is not. This is, if we get something from Julio, it is a luxury. Harry, you're an Atlanta guy. I'm a Louisiana guy. We have a word here called lagniappe. What lagniappe means is like extra. You know, it's that we expect this. Anything else is lagniappe. If Julio Jones is healthy, if Julio Jones is getting opportunities against third and fourth corners, they'll expect Julio Jones to win. They hope that Julio Jones can play a number of games where his contributions can actually help them get some wins. They're not making this call to Julio Jones for him to be Mike Evans, for him to be Russell Gage, for him to even be Cameron Brate. They're making this call for Julio Jones that if they are on third down and they are going 11 package, that's one back, one tight end, or if they decide to go 10 and spread them out, that Julio Jones can get in the matchup with the big body, with this physicality and win. Unfortunately, time comes for us all. And when time comes for us, it's undefeated. And Julio Jones has had the type of wear and tear where he can't be in every down, every game, #1 receiver. But if he can get in the matchups that he can win, if you can utilize him in the red zone, if you can utilize him on third down, and he can give you some quality catches, that is what Julio Jones is being brought in to do. And on the rare day now that he's feeling 100% of Julio Jones, you might get one of those games that reminds us of who he is. This is a filling out the roster move, not a move that takes me to a Super Bowl.
RC, listen, man, I think it's a big deal. I'm a huge Julio Jones fan. He's had his struggles in the past 2 seasons, but I did some research. In year 10 and 11, for Larry Fitzgerald, he struggled as well, and then he turned it back up. They're different players, I get it, but Julio's biggest enemy has been not being able to be available. But now that he's with Tom Brady, they're going to be inseparable. He might even go on one of Tom's paleo diets or whatever you call it. I don't know, but Tom is going to teach Julio. Yes, he's going to be on TB12 for sure. But listen, I think they're going to be inseparable. I think simply because of it, Julio here in year 12 is going to learn how to finally be a pro. He's going to learn how to take care of his body. He's going to learn what accountability really is. He wants to be there. He's excited to be able to play, as he said there in the clip, with a Hall of Fame quarterback in Tom Brady. So that makes you dig even deeper. Whatever you've done in your career, here's your opportunity to play with the best quarterback that has ever played in the NFL. So you're going to do a lot of things differently. So I believe Julio Jones is going to prove everyone wrong, and he's going to prove Tampa Bay right. I think Byron Leftwich is excited to have this guy included to their weaponry. I think they're going to create some opportunities, mismatches, all that different sexy stuff.